What if everything you're absolutely sure about is actually a lie your own brain tells you? Not a glitch, a feature. For most of your life, you've trusted your memory like a security camera. Clear, accurate, unchangeable. But neuroscience has proven that's completely wrong. Your memories aren't stored like files on a drive. They're rebuilt every single time you access them. And the way your brain edits them explains why eyewitnesses in courtrooms disagree, why childhood moments feel vivid but wrong, and why you can be 100% certain about something that never happened. How memories are actually formed. It starts with how memories are formed. When you experience something, your brain doesn't record it in one place. Fragments scatter across different regions. Sight to the visual cortex, sound to the auditory areas, emotion to the amygdala. Smell and taste tie directly into the hippocampus. Years later, when you remember, those fragments get reassembled by the prefrontal cortex and medial temporal lobe. It's not playback, it is improvisation. And every time you do it, your brain introduces noise. The blanks your brain fills. The real twist: your brain hates blanks. If a piece of memory is missing, it doesn't leave it empty. It fills it in with logic, emotion, or what you've been told. In the 1990s, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus ran studies where participants were shown car crash videos and later asked leading questions like, how fast were they going when they smashed versus hit? Just changing one word shifted speed estimates by nearly 20%. Even worse, those same participants later confidently remembered details that weren't in the video. Fake memories implanted by a single question. This isn't just lab trivia. False memory syndrome affects court cases, family dynamics, and even your sense of identity. In one famous case, a woman was convinced through guided therapy that her uncle had abused her for decades. Years later, concrete evidence proved he never lived in that state at the time. The memory felt visceral until it didn't. Studies show people can be convinced they were lost in a mall as a child or met a famous celebrity when none of it happened. And the terrifying part, the fake memories feel indistinguishable from real ones. Same neural firing, same emotional weight, same vividness. Your brain doesn't care if it's true. It cares if it feels consistent. So, why would evolution build a system that lies to you? Because accuracy was never the priority, survival was. Your brain doesn't care about perfect recall, it cares about pattern recognition and future prediction. Filling gaps with plausible guesses helped early humans react faster than waiting for perfect data. In modern life, this means we navigate social situations, make decisions, and hold beliefs, often on heavily edited mental drafts. We don't remember what happened, we remember what made sense at the time. Here is where it gets fascinating. The more emotional or repeated a memory is, the more resistant it becomes to editing, but also the more fragile. High stress triggers cortisol release, which locks in necessary details but blurs context. That's why traumatic events feel hyper real, yet contain glaring holes. And repetition? Every time you recount a story to friends, you're not sharing a recording, you're rehearsing a rewrite. The version becomes more familiar, and familiarity feels like truth. Social media amplifies this. We don't just live experiences anymore. We perform them for future recall. And when algorithms feed us curated versions of our past, we start confusing exposure with evidence. So, how do you navigate a mind that constantly edits its own history? First, separate felt truth from factual truth. Just because something feels vivid doesn't make it accurate. Second, anchor memories with external proof: photos, notes, timestamps, voice recordings. Not to distrust yourself, but to give your brain better source material. Third, question narratives you've repeated enough times. Familiarity is the mind's favorite illusion. But here's the part most people miss: your brain doesn't just lie about the past, it lies to protect the present. Studies show we unconsciously rewrite memories to align with our current identity. If you believe you are kind, your brain will soften a selfish moment. If you believe you're resilient, it will amplify a struggle. Memory isn't a mirror, it's a filter. And filters are controlled by what you need to feel right now. Your memory isn't a vault, it's a workshop. And every time you walk through those doors, you're not pulling out an old photo, you're painting a new one. If this rewired how you see your past, drop rewrite in the comments. I read them all. And next video will explore why your brain lies about time, space, and even your name. See you tomorrow.